all the Mesilla Valley, reaching all of New Mexico. Broadcasting live from the Las Cruces studios, bringing you the issues that matter and the topics that count. Telling it like it is. It's the Mike Tellez Show. And now here's your host, Mike Tellez.
Good evening. How are you doing today? My name is Mike Tellez. It's good to be here today. I've got some cool guests today. We're going to talk to some of the people from the House of Pain Boxing at the James Center. And today I have with us Gabbi Salas.
Yes, sir.
Got it. Gabbi Salas. And I've got
Coach Sanchez.
Coach Sanchez, both of them from the House of Pain. And today we're going to talk to Gabbi. And last week we talked to Audie. And we talked about when dads show up with their kids. We talked about she was 12 years old when she started. And she had been liking boxing since she was 8 years old. And we got into a lot right there. Well, today's a little different. Gabbi has been in it for 1 year now. So what we're doing is we're going to talk about when the person shows up. And Gabbi, as long as I've noticed her, we have been, she's shown up every time. And I even asked her, Coach, tell me about Gabbi. And he said, well, she has shown up to every single time. Now, what a unique person this is, because I'll tell you, Gabbi went from a cheerleader to a boxer. From a volleyball player to a boxer. She went what we would consider the normal path to boxing. And I watch her and I monitor her practicing, and she gets out there, and she is going to be someone to be dealt with soon. And Gabbi, it is so good to have you here today. And how old are you?
I am 16.
16, and you've been there since 15 years old.
Yes, sir, I have.
Now, from a cheerleader to boxing, Gabbi, how did that happen there?
It has happened because my brother used to box, and I used to actually cheer for his team.
Oh, my goodness.
So I looked up to my brother a lot. So as he boxed, I kind of figured it was something I wanted to do too, and I fell in love with it. Wow.
And it's tough, huh?
Yeah.
And I see you in there. You are just practicing. Is that workout tough?
Sometimes it is, it takes a lot of a person, mentally strong, to keep going. So.
And you got to push yourself.
Yes, you have to stay motivated.
Motivate yourself. You're not similar. That's what Audie said, that one of the hardest things to do is to keep yourself motivated to keep on going.
Yes.
And practicing when your arms feel like they're going to fall off and your legs feel like they're going to fall off from running.
Feel like collapsing.
Yes. So how many matches have you had in there?
I've had over I believe a lot of spars, but I've only gotten one fight so far because of the whole COVID situation that has been going on.
So it just so happens when you started this kicked in.
Yes, it did.
So
2 months after.
you got deprived of a few fights, and
yes.
So this year it looks like, Adam, you think is it looking like we're going to get some matches going this year? They're not canceling?
Yeah, I hope so. Other states are starting to open up and having a few limited fights. So we're going to try to get into a few of those, and we're waiting for our state to open up so we can.
Right on. Good deal. Well, the school's opened up, so why not, huh?
Why not?
So, Gabbi, has boxing kept you pretty much occupied? Is it a sport that you really pay a lot of attention to and devote yourself to?
Yes, I believe if I wasn't in boxing, I'd be doing stuff that any other regular team would be doing, partying and going out and doing things that I'm not supposed to be doing.
So this gives you something other than partying, smoking, drinking, and so it's able to keep your mind focused on something else,
gives
right?
Gives me a way out.
Gives you a way out. My goodness. And your friends, do they think you're a little crazy for doing this?
They always ask me why I chose boxing and why I do what I do.
Wow. And your mom's your biggest supporter? I see your mom there all the time.
She really is. She's helped me get this far.
Wow. And she's back behind you all the way?
All the way, yes.
And she likes it?
She loves it.
Oh, wow. So she loves that, huh?
She gets a little anxiety when I get punched or whatever, but she likes it.
Wow. Well, I can imagine as a parent to be a little anxious seeing your...
Yeah.
Wow. And how do you feel? How did you feel in your match when you're standing in your corner and bell's getting ready to ring? What were the feelings like?
It's more just like a fight or flight feeling, Like I have to go in there and I have to do what I know how to do, whether I win or lose, you know?
You just got to get in there and give it everything, huh?
Yes.
Wow. And you've had to learn how to control your emotion a lot in the ring, and
Yes.
that's through sparring. And I saw you spar, and my goodness, you are good.
Thank you.
I see you going. How far do you want to go in boxing?
I want to go as far as I can, as far as it goes.
Wow, Olympics.
Yes. Everything involved in boxing, I want to go.
Wow, pro everything, huh?
Yeah.
And then when you do go to school, what are you looking to do in school?
I want to go to school for a registered nurse.
Wow.
But if plans change, if I take off in this boxing career, then
You're serious. This boxing is what you want.
yes, it is.
So you want it. We saw this summer, I think I saw, what was her name from El Paso, the one training, and the world champion?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. She'd been boxing her whole life.
Yes.
And she
good.
got out there, she was pretty good, so you want to go as far as you can go.
Yes. As far as it takes me.
And the life is okay with you.
Yeah.
The workout, it only gets harder, tougher,
Yes.
and that's okay.
If you're mentally prepared, yeah.
Wow. And do you love this sport? Do you believe it keeps young people occupied with something other than doing the wrong thing?
Yes, I believe if they really, really put themselves into it, it'll keep them away from things that are not good for them.
Wow. And so you would encourage people to join boxing,
Yes.
to
Like,
work on the
motivate them to.
discipline,
Yes.
motivate them.
Yes.
And you like motivating them to keep them going.
Yes, it's a big part in it too.
Yeah, I see you talking to the others and helping them out and getting them going. You see a lot of little guys in there.
Because it's not easy.
No, it isn't. And so you encourage them.
Yes, sir.
And you know what? If they see you in there, my goodness, if she can do it, we can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. And what weight class are you going in at?
I am currently at 105.
105.
Yes.
And is that like a bantamweight? What would that be?
Lightweight.
That's a
yeah.
featherweight.
Lightweight.
Yeah.
Featherweight.
And is that where you're going to stay for a while?
Yes, I've been here for a while already.
Okay. And Adam, how tough is it training these people? You know what? And Adam looks real quiet. I'm going to tell you right now. He looks quiet, reserved, but I hear him yelling all afternoon. He does not quit yelling at him. He don't get off him. Go, 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 go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The running.
Yeah.
How tough is that for you guys?
It's probably a little tougher on them because they're the ones,
So they're the ones at the other end of
They're
it.
getting in the ring. When the bell goes ding, I'm on the outside of the ring.
Yeah.
They're on the inside. But, I believe in leadership by example. So I'm running with them,
I see
exercising
you
with
exercising.
them.
I see you running. I see you doing all that. And I see you're
That's
better
it.
than me in that. That part I don't know if I'd do.
Yeah.
But I see it. You got the young ones.
Yeah, we
I
got-
mean, how old? You got 8-year-olds in there, right?
Yeah. We got 8-year-olds, 8 to 12, and then 13 to 25.
Wow. Who's harder,
Yeah.
the younger or the older? Who listens the best?
The younger guys are a little easier because they're eager and excited to learn. The older ones, it's finding ways to keep them motivated. Because when
so
you're
you got to change up your techniques with them.
teachers and teenagers and adults have a lot more going on in their lives than your 8, 9, 12-year-old. So, but we try to keep them engaged and focused in the activities that we're doing and the strength
Wow.
training.
Hey, I tip my hat to you on that, Gabby. You're always smiling in there. Is that a nervous smile, or are you just a natural smiling person?
I smile about everything.
Yeah, I see that. And, that can be intimidating in the ring. Someone's smiling at you and they're fighting you. I mean, she's getting ready to tear me up.
Yeah.
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 Nope, she's smiling.
Yeah. And getting hit, getting punched. What did you call that earlier when you got pieced up, or what was that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got pieced up.
My adrenaline went up whenever I would get pieced up.
Wow. And that means, what does that mean?
That means getting beat up.
Getting beat up. So that's a nice way to say getting beat up.
Mhm.
I got pieced up.
Yeah.
That's where that black eye came from, right? So do you get, and that has to be pretty tough to deal with getting,
You don't really feel it, honestly. Like, when I get hit, I don't feel it until, like, maybe a few days later.
wow. So in the ring, you're numbed out and your adrenaline's pumping.
Yes.
You don't feel that.
It's like you're a whole different person, It's like there's a different person fighting in there.
Wow, that is amazing. So you're not really feeling those, you'll get jolted, but you're just not, it's not painful as it is the next morning.
No, it doesn't affect me.
Wow. And then you talked about having to take an ice bath.
Yeah. whenever we do like hard workouts and stuff like that, I have to go relax in an ice bath because I'll be really, really sore.
Can you really relax in an ice bath?
No.
You know, talking.
No.
We see that. That's a hard relax there.
Yes.
But again, you don't think about it. You get in there and you do what you should do.
Yes, you just have to jump right in.
Wow. And you make good grades in school.
Yes, sir.
So you're able to keep your school up, keep your workout going.
Yes, I try as hard as I can.
Wow. And you don't have a lot of time to do very much more except what you're doing.
Not really.
And do you have to work hard on controlling your diet?
No, because I really don't gain weight as easy.
You are one of the very fortunate ones.
Yes.
Wow. So you don't have to get so strict
No.
yet.
Unless it's before fights, then I probably won't eat as much or like eat as heavy.
Wow. And the fights, are they exciting to... Are you excited to go to your next fight?
Yes, I am.
And you're pumped and ready to go do that, right?
Yes. I
Wow.
can't wait.
And do you all know where that may be yet?
You know, we have a few. Texas is having a lot of fights right now, but you have everybody that's been on hold wanting to get in the
so
ring.
you got a whole bunch.
So it's harder for us being in a different state to get these opportunities right now. So
So I see where you all spar with different gyms.
yeah,
Donana.
yeah. There's a couple of other local
And
gyms
who was
here.
the one that was there last? I saw one that where a while back where you were sparring with someone there.
It's probably Ivy and Joss.
And that one, I asked you about the hardest time you've been in the ring, and it was with the young lady and national champion
Yes.
Yeah.
From El Paso.
from El Paso.
Yeah.
Well, you went to the very top and sparred the very best.
Yes.
Well,
So it
it's
makes me
definitely
better.
going to be hard. And you weren't. What'd you think about going and taking on someone?
It's just I have to do what I know how to do. You know?
Yeah.
Like I can't be worried about what she knows how to do.
So I don't want to start there. I want to go right there. Start at the top.
And it's a learning process. I tell her, we don't expect you to go in there and be dominant. We expect you to go in there and listen to your corner, apply what you've learned, and learn from your mistakes, and keep getting better and keep progressing in the
Keep
sport.
getting it there. We have a picture of you. I believe is the first fight. We'll show in a couple seconds here. But this right here, how do you feel right there? What's going on right there?
I felt a lot of adrenaline right there. I was ready
Were you pumped up and
Yes, sir.
were you excited?
Yes, I was.
So you were excited and ready to do that.
Yes, I was just listening out for my coaches.
So you really weren't thinking of being scared. You were just thinking of getting to do what you're doing right there.
Everything I've learned. Everything I've
Wow.
looked forward to.
So everything I learned right there.
Yes.
3 minutes.
Yep.
That's the longest 3 minutes, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, I bet that 1 minute just takes forever to end sometimes.
It's because you can run and run and run, and then like you get in that ring, and it all goes away. Like all that running, and you just get tired because you're so pumped up and ready, you know?
Wow. And I guess all that workout plays with you. It works out with you on your third round, and you're thinking of all that running, all that conditioning you've done to be able to be standing still on the third round.
Yes, when you're gasping for air, you're like, nope, I ran for this.
Wow. So 3 minutes.
Yes.
So that 3 minutes is like running a mile. I mean, it takes a lot of energy in that 3 minutes to get out there, huh?
It's more tiring because you're punching at the same time and you're bouncing at the same time, you know?
Wow, my goodness. You know, I could not get in that ring. I see the little guys, I still would not get in the ring. I remember a guy named Lewis dared to jump in there, remember that? We're going to go to a station break, and when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about Gabbi and her boxing, and talk a little bit about Adam and why he does what he does when we return to the Mike Tellez Show. My name is Mike Tellez.
Horizon Granite is here. We'll come to you to customize your kitchen and bathroom with beautiful countertops and cabinets. Find out more at horizongranite.com. Call us at 575-650-3180.
Horizon Granite is here.
It's here.
Make yourself a beautiful home.
Hi, I'm Ray Bamberg with Here on Earth. I would like to invite you for a free hearing evaluation to our office. We've been here in southern New Mexico for 34 years helping people hear better.
If we want to improve America's healthcare system, let's start by improving the health of Americans. Despite the best doctors, hospitals, and medical advancements, Americans are not as healthy as they should be. We spend too much on treatment and not enough on wellness and prevention. We need a system based on primary care. When patients have a medical home and a long-term relationship with a doctor, the result is a longer, healthier life and reduced medical costs for everyone. Let's make America a place where health is primary.
They've stormed beaches and freed countries. They've raised our flag and our hope. They've been called leathernecks. They've been called devil dogs. But above all, they're called Marines.
Welcome back to the Mike Tellez Show. My name is Mike Tellez, and we have Gabby and we have Adam. Gabby, we have heard some fascinating things about the ring, and you know, from cheerleader to boxer. One last thing, volleyball. Now, did your mother think that was quite a transition right there?
She does. She thinks that volleyball to boxing, but she understands because like.
But she understands now.
Yes. Yes.
But right there, when she said, "Mom, I want to go from this world volleyball and doing that to boxing," did she take a minute to just?
She kind of hopped on it right away. She was like,
she?
"Okay, boxing." So yes.
And you know, I've seen your mother go there every day. I see her
Yes.
there. So you know that
She's
really,
amazing.
that does a lot. That does
Yes.
a lot. But let me tell you something. The very most impressive thing about you is you show up every day to practice.
Yes.
And I don't care how hot it is, how cold it is. It doesn't matter how you feel. You are there. You know what? I believe that one of the greatest traits you have is you show up.
Yes.
When you
have to show
commit
up.
yourself, you show up. So you know so you obviously know the importance of showing up.
Yes.
And you're not late. You show up there on time and you're ready to go.
Yes, sir. If you don't show up, then how are you gonna get better?
That's right. And you know, you show up and you're ready to roll. You're ready to get into doing it.
Yes, sir.
And it's that punching bag. Does that tear your arms out?
Sometimes.
Because I see you
When we do
"No,
burnout
stop,
drills."
burnout now. And I'm saying that has got to burn your arms
It
out.
does. It feels like they're gonna fall off sometimes.
Wow. What do you think? What would your message be to your friends and people out there that don't have anything to do and are at risk? Because you know, you already know. You're at the age to know that these young people can take the wrong turn easier than the right turn right now. What do you say? Do you say, you know what? Get involved. Get in that ring. What would you say to them?
Well, if you don't do it now, then you'll never do it.
Yeah.
If you don't get up now, you'll never do it. So just get up.
Get up and do something with yourself.
Yes.
Do something constructive
Better.
and productive. Better. Adam, you've been there. How long have you been there?
At the boxing gym?
Yeah.
Man, about 5 years. About 5 to 6 years,
Amazing.
yeah.
That's been there a while. And what do you do?
Well, I started off as an assistant coach, you know, and then as time progressed and
Now, you're the main person.
yeah, and then Joe retired, you know, I took
see
over
you
and
sanitizing that place. I see you there on weekends working on it, sanitizing it. I see you there Friday. I see you there all the
Yeah.
time. You have a love for that.
yeah, it's definitely a
You
love.
can tell it's a passion, man. You love what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because you know what? You show up every day.
Yeah.
You're there. So you know what? How can we expect Gabby to show up if the coach isn't that committed? You are
Exactly.
as committed as anyone in that place.
That's it.
And you know, it's not like that's all you do. You have a job.
Yeah.
And what is your job?
I'm an educator. I'm a teacher.
Wow. Where do you work
Yeah.
at?
I work at John Paul Taylor at Aztec Youth Academy.
So you go from teaching to teaching.
Yeah. That's
Wow.
it.
So all day,
That's it.
5 days a week,
Yeah.
you are involved with young people.
Yeah.
Wow. Is that your passion?
That's my passion. That's why I got into teaching, and then now I get to continue teaching out of work.
Most people, when they finish, I did an internship at one of the middle schools. It was a 6th and 7th grade mixed. When I got out of that classroom, I said, you know what? These teachers, I applaud a teacher, because it is not easy.
Yeah.
That is the toughest thing. That was the toughest job I've seen. Mm-hmm. And so you're J. Paul Taylor.
Yeah.
But you were at Mayfield before that.
Correct.
Then
yeah.
you went to J. Paul Taylor.
That's right. I taught at a local high school, and then I got offered a position to work in a still teaching, but in kids that are in a juvenile detention.
And is that tough?
Yeah.
How hard is that?
It's tough, but kids are kids. They need the same type of
right.
they need the same kind of structure and encouragement
Right.
and the same opportunities as everybody else. And
wow. Is he a good coach?
Yes, he is. He motivates me every day. He's very
Wow.
inspiring.
And you know what? I see him doing that. He inspires me. If I was 40 years younger, I'd be in that gym. Maybe.
Maybe.
But, we need more people like you.
Yes.
We need people to get out. Tell me something, teaching all that boxing, all them hours you put in. And I see a lot of hours. I see you building stuff, sanitizing, organizing. I see how organized. All that stuff is so organized, and that's your thumbprint.
yeah.
And do you get paid a whole bunch of money for doing that?
No.
Or is that a volunteer?
We do it for the love. We love the sport.
So you volunteered to do that.
And we're passionate about the sport,
Wow.
but along with the other coaching staff that volunteers their time, we're all passionate about the kids and the younger generation.
be. You have to be,
You have to
man.
be in it for the kids and
Well, that's, I see that. I see somebody that goes and works a full-time job and then goes and volunteers a full-time same thing out there, and that is not easy. Because you're dealing with a lot of young people, you're dealing with a lot of personalities, and you know what? You're patient.
Yeah.
I see patient with the very beginners, patient with the more talented, educated, farther along.
Yeah. The main pay is the growth that they start showing.
That's it.
That's the payoff.
You know that.
What they accomplish out of the ring is my
Amen.
payoff.
Yeah.
Not what they accomplish in the ring, is what they can accomplish in life. And as long as we foster that and point them in the right direction, that's the biggest payday. That you can't put a dollar sign on.
That I own the Dream Center. I own that. It's free and clear. Everything in my world, I could have chose the business world, and I've done very, very, very well in that world. But I chose to make a difference instead. Yeah. And when I go, they say, Mike, why would you give everything away to have that? And I said, let me show you the pay in full. I'll take them to that boxing gym, and I'll say, you see all that? That's payment in full.
That's it.
Because you know what? That's my passion. I believe that if we make a difference, we're not going to save the world, but man, we ought to start by saving our neighborhood, our city, and the people right here, our people right here. Let's save them.
Yeah.
We don't need to go to another country to save someone. We need to go right out in these neighborhoods and save them.
That's it.
A lot of people.
And that's making a difference.
Yeah.
I see you teaching people, training them. I see you encouraging them. Smiling at them. You know what? I'm going to tell you, they're so lucky to have someone beautiful as Gabbi right there. We're helping them.
Yeah.
Everybody deserves to feel like they can do something.
Wow. And you believe that?
Yes, I do.
You do. I know you do, because I've asked you that. You same exact feeling, same question, same answer.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Well, we definitely enjoy what we do, and
You do.
and it shows that the kids come in, they feel welcomed, and all of our teammates support each other, and even from the newest guys to the veteran guys, that we treat them all the same, and everybody's a team.
I see that. I really love that, because I see Audie helping, I see you helping. Yeah. When you all are the older, more experienced boxers, when you start helping the younger ones, that just makes them want to keep going and not quit.
And then they start to look up to you, and it feels good.
Yeah. Right here, Adam, that when we talk about the younger guys, these guys are...
Yeah.
What's going on right there, man?
Right there, that was our junior Golden Glove tournament there, and we had 2 young men that got to compete and both won.
Wow.
So they did really, really well.
Man, how old are those guys?
They are 10 years old, 10 and 11.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
they are proud. And right here?
We have our 10-year-old, and then we have our 14-year-old.
And who's that built guy right next to him right there holding a hand up looking? Wow.
And here's another picture of some of our junior group, the little small guys. And, you know, some of them got
And
their...
you know, people don't understand. I see you working with that many people at one time. Of course, you got a few assistants helping, but you got that group going at one, and you have them all organized and working, and wow.
And here's a picture of our teenage group.
Now, that is a group I would not step in that ring with.
Yeah.
And this right here?
Yeah.
This, oh my goodness, how old are these guys?
Those are all the little guys right there.
Those are the 8-year-olds, huh?
Yeah, 8 through...
Wow. How impressive, man. And you keep those kids all organized.
That's it.
You know, and you're
Keep 'em
learning their
going.
names so that you know what the... You know I'm bad with them names too.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we deal with a lot of people. It is amazing how many people between us deal with 1,000 people. Wow. My goodness, you know, I am so impressed with you. And, you know, I believe our city, our community must support your programs. You can't afford to do all that. They go wash cars, to go to a boxing meet. I cannot tell them how important it is to support them. And we've got some things working that we're going to get on online donations. Once we do, we're going to put that up there. My personal goal, my dream, is to build you all a larger gym. And I'm looking at doing it real quick. You know, I always say real quick, but it just doesn't happen real quick. But I'd love to have something going by summertime, a brand new gymnasium, and have you all some locker rooms, bathrooms, and pro ring in there.
Nice.
And give you a bigger area to work with. How would you like that, Gabby?
That would be amazing.
And you know what? We're going to be throwing heating and cooling. How's that? That's just
even
an
better.
extra incentive, right?
We don't want to get too comfortable.
Yeah.
We got to keep
After
them
being
hungry.
in 30 degrees every now and then. But you know, I can't tell you how much I'm impressed with you. You all are absolutely the reason I do what I do. Is because people like you. You all inspire me. And I tell you, I appreciate you all coming today. And I look forward to seeing you again soon.
Yeah.
And my goodness, Gabby, what is your last words for people out there?
Just better yourself. Keep going.
And don't ever give up.
Don't give up. Yeah.
Adam, what are your last words, brother?
I'd say the same thing, man. Stay active, stay busy, get involved in your community, get involved in
Think
sports.
different. My name is Mike Tellez, and I want to thank you for joining us today on the Mike Tellez Show.